So this is my participation in Marenthe, the Art Beat Club. This is her daily journal, art journaling participation, and it's a lot of fun. And today she's doing rainbows. So I've never done a rainbow, so I decided I'm gonna carve one. So I have a sheet of rubber material here, and I'm going to just very casually draw some rainbow bands, and I'm trying to be loose with it and very carefree. And I want to take that approach when I carve it too. So now I want to remove this rainbow from the sheet of rubber material, and I'm going to use a thick blade, a number 2 V-shaped blade, and go along the outside so it gives me a nice deep crevice to stick my X-acto blade down in there and then remove it easier. So this little edge here is squared off, so I might remove that as I'm carving. We'll see. All right, with my number 1 V-shaped blade, I'm going to very, very, very casually and just carefree. Don't worry about it being straight. Let the blade kind of go where it wants. And it's going to have a real primitive look, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. I just don't want it to have much thought to it. And let's see how this turns out. You can definitely see when I push too hard, the blade, the tops of the V on the blade will go underneath the rubber material, underneath the surface of the rubber material. You don't want that to happen. So you kind of have to slow down sometimes. And you definitely want to be slow for safety, but I'm really just being loose with this. So as I'm looking at this, I'm realizing I want to try another approach, and I want to do the same design, but I want to be very deliberate with my lines and be very aware of where they're going. So I'm going to do another one, and I'm just going to go really slow and keep my eye on the blade at all times and try to make the lines very close to each other. So I think that will give it a real interest in design, and it's going to be totally different than the other one. So let's see how this one turns out. So now you can see the two stamps side by side, and I'm going to clean them up. I'm going to use my kneaded eraser to get all the little carving crumbles that are inside this stamp. I want them all cleaned off before I put them on my ink pad, otherwise they just make a big mess. They get on your ink pad, they get on your paper, they impair your impression. Now I'm going to remove the inside of the arch of the rainbow, and I'm going to do it on both of them, and it's going to give me two other little stamps that I can play with at a later date, but I'll show you that another time. Here you can see I have 4 different stamps. Now the little 2 on top, I will play with those later, but now I want to check out how these are going to look, and you can already see the difference between the 2. And yeah, I think I have a little bit of crumbs in here, so I'm going to I need to clean this out. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp out the first stamp that I carved, and I really like how this turned out. I like its organic feel, the edginess of it, the uncertainty, the movement of it. I think it turned out neat. So I really like this stamp too. I like its consistent, soothing lines. It's just 2 different styles, and it's great to explore and see what you can do and come up with different prompts and different ideas, even something very simple. Her prompt was a rainbow, and this is where I took it. I used to art journal every day, and it's so fun and so carefree, and there's no judgment. I just love it. Thanks, Marenthe, for the inspiration. I hope you guys get a chance to play in your art journals too. Thanks for watching. Bye.